Hey guys, Jay Stevens here from Toronto, Ontario. Made the trip down from Canada, and we're here shooting with Jeffrey Saigo. And right now I'm about 240, week out for my show. I stand at about 6'3" tall, and I'm doing men's physique. It'll be the F class, I believe, at the North Americans.
Okay, what was the last show you did, buddy?
Last show I did was North Americans, would be last year, so 2016 North Americans.
Okay, and how did you do?
I did very good, actually. Got called off stage top 3, so me and 2 other gentlemen in the center of the call out got called off stage. When I came back to the night show, there wasn't much judging done. They just awarded us, and I ended up taking home 4th. So yeah, 4th at first North Americans there. It was a good outing, but this year, you know, we've made a lot of improvements, and I'm looking to come back in and seal the deal this year.
Good deal. I was going to say, and you're coming in how much larger this year than last year?
So this year, stage weight, I'm going to say probably put on about 15 pounds of solid muscle between these 2 shows in stage weight.
Okay, good deal, bud. Go ahead and tell us about your workout, what you trained today, bud, and the movements and what you like about each.
Yeah, so today we did a chest, shoulder, and tricep workout. My training changes a little bit going into the show. You know, when you're a week out, you're not going to be, you know, trying to break any records, doing anything crazy. You know, not a lot of compound lifts. I'm really just trying to squeeze out that last conditioning in the workout and keep the intensity as high as possible, because I do want to burn as many calories as possible to help bring out that conditioning. So by no means were we taking our foot off the pedal. It's just being a little bit smarter with our exercise selection. And how we load the muscle, and basically we're just really going for that feel. We're trying to squeeze the muscle as hard as possible, bring out as much condition as possible, and that in turn, you know, you work the muscle harder, you're working more muscle fiber, so you actually burn more calories. So that's a little bit about the workout today.
Okay. How, and what are you weighing like in your off season, bud?
My off-season one actually started this prep, say about like 20 weeks out, something like that. I was about 265. The heaviest I got up to this off-season was 270. Pretty soft. But for me, generally, I take it pretty easy in the off-season as far as supplementation. And when I come into a show, I usually grow into the show. So if you look at it, I've only really dropped, you know, maybe let's say 15 pounds, but I've grown significantly. I've put inches on my arms. That was a big thing we were trying to bring up. My back was another big thing, and we've made significant improvements in the shape and size of those muscles without really dropping, you know, a significant amount of weight. So that tells me that I'm actually growing into the show.
Yeah, definitely. What's diet like for your prep for this show?
Diet is pretty balanced diet. Starting in the prep, I usually consume a good amount of calories in the off season to grow, because I am quite heavier. Like I said, I'm about 6'3", anywhere from 260, 270 in the off season, something like that. So I do require a lot of calories to grow, but macronutrient wise, I'm pretty spread out pretty evenly. About 300 to 350 grams of protein, usually throughout the year. Carbs, you know, it can go anywhere in the off season from 500 to 1,000, and then fats are usually pretty moderate. When we start to diet down, we usually start pulling things away in a balanced fashion. Protein always stays the same, and then we'll start reducing carbohydrates or fats in a balanced fashion. So 1 week we might pull a little bit of carbohydrates to get a little bit of progress, and then when we need to cut some more calories to get more progress, we'll pull from the fats, right? And usually I end up going into a show very low fat, higher carbohydrate, because I feel it just helps my training. It helps keep the training intensity as high as possible. And another thing this year, because my training intensity, that was a big thing I focused on in the off season, was keeping my training intensity very high and getting very strong, which has allowed me to basically consume more calories and get just as lean, if not leaner than last year, while staying bigger and fuller, and also not doing much cardio, because I really feel like too the cardio really takes away from the training intensity, right? Training intensity should be number one.
Yeah, how is cardio going into the show? What are you doing?
Honestly, all prep, the most I've done all prep, and we've been at this 30 minutes. So I do 30 minutes usually post-workout, because I work very early. So I do my workout, and then after work, and then I'll do my cardio after that. It's just, you know, works with my lifestyle. But I haven't gone over 30 minutes of cardio steady state. Fuck yeah. The whole prep, and we've been at that point since about 10 to 12 weeks out, just health wise, you know what I mean. I feel it's good to have a little bit of cardio in there, helps move the blood around, helps partition nutrients, stuff like that. So yeah, we've been at 30 minutes the whole time, and like I said, I don't feel like it's beneficial to go over 30 minutes for me, because it just takes away from the energy that I could be putting towards training and my training intensity, which is ultimately what creates the result of getting shredded, ripped, and staying full. So
yeah. Anyone you'd like to thank, Ben?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my coach, Amir Kamra from Toronto, Ontario too. Known the guy for many, many years, and we've been working together the last couple of years, and every year we just get better and better. Communication between us gets better and better. I want to say that a lot of people that coach hop and stuff like that, you got to give somebody time to learn your body, and I think the longer you work with somebody, if they're actually a good coach, you will get more dialed in, and they will get better at learning your physique and whatnot. And I want to say a big thank you to my girlfriend Kim, lives in Toronto too. Everybody knows when you diet down, especially in those last couple of weeks, you get pretty crabby, you get pretty isolated. it's a pretty intense lifestyle that we live going into a show the last couple weeks at least, so she puts up with a lot for me, and very appreciative of that. And I want to say thank you to my sponsors, my supplement sponsor Muscle Tech, always behind me, been supporting me. I've been with them with the last couple of years. They're awesome. And another big thank you goes to Protein Chefs in Toronto, which is my meal prep service, and I've been with them 2 full contest seasons now. And guys, I could tell you by far that's one of the biggest things about bodybuilding and fitness is the consistency, right? So the consistency is, what's really going to get you the progress, and having them have my meals for me every day. I'm never missing meals. They're always on point. The food quality is great, and they take care of me. So yeah, thank you to the Protein Chefs. So another person I want to say thank you to is my manager Eli Portnoy from CR2 Talent in Miami. I've been with Eli for a couple months now, and he's really been a game changer, helping bring some professionalism to an industry that's, strayed a little bit far away from that. So thank you to Eli, my manager at CR2 Talent.
Well, good luck at the show. You're looking very impressive, man. And I think you should do well, man. I hope you win that card.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. I'm very confident going into this show. I've been working hard since I stepped off the North American stage last year. You know what I mean? I've been thinking about this moment. We knew we were going to do this show right after because we came so close last time, and I've made the improvements where I needed to make them. And, a week out, it's all about just taking one day at a time and putting in the work and really dialing it in, bringing in the package we know that can win, and yeah, just taking that pro card.
Good deal, man. Good luck, and we'll definitely be following along.
Thank you very much, Jeff.